is we could go over what our plan was, and then we could go over the notes in character as far as like what Cass knows after the recap.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
we could.
For
That's something
context, or just for story purposes, we haven't met up again yet, right?
No.
Correct.
Okay.
No.
Okay, just to
Correct.
Just-
You have not seen Cass in the long month. It's been a month actually since we have last seen each other.
that is
Wait, the,
Indeed. I've
the
been at
investigation
this
took that
hospital.
long?
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I actually they were still in a coma.
We had to wait for them to wake up.
So I had to wait a month for them to wake up. I'm like, that tycoon is probably dead now, but that's okay. There's no ethical billionaires, so
imagine you wake up
there's
from
no
a coma
loss.
in the hospital, and then your first thing you see is Cass, and they say, "Good, you're finally awake."
Hey, I guess you're finally awake and all.
Elder
got some time for
Scrolls Banalia.
Do you mind if I ask
know
you
you
some
did.
questions?
I know you just lost
Nine
like a
Banalia.
whole month of your life and all, and you probably don't know why you're here or how you got here, but hi. You know, that's it. That's the take.
That's a good take. I like that take.
God, I wish I hadn't. But as far as what actually happened,
Yes.
Yes.
that, that was me.
We were waiting.
I was dropping that down to be picked out, but understandable. As far as what actually happened, what happened, I don't know. I do, but in case someone else wants to do the recap.
So
you see, what
you
had
see-
happened was
what happened? No.
We all die.
Yes. No.
That's that's
So for those of you who
Roll
are
credit.
unfamiliar with what has happened, it has been a month, so just a light recap. You all received a message from Lytel, who gave it to you via Ithun, if I remember correctly.
I love Lytel.
yes.
Homie.
And you've been given a very profitable job. And you've been given it on the ground floor. You are the first to receive information about it, so
Kind of under the table in that
kinda under
regard.
the table, yeah.
Like
it
table
was-
adjacent.
I thought it was very under the table.
It wasn't
It's
even inside at all, so there weren't any tables really, but it was like through the bushes.
It was so under the table that there are no tables.
There is no table. There is no spoon.
They pulled us out of the room with the table, threw us into a bush, and said,
Flip the
okay.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It was within the table.
And
Thanks, Ithun.
Ithun told you about how
May her bitchy reign be long
Yep.
and prosperous.
She got information that a very high society person has been abducted, and the rest of the people in their cart they were killed by some very strange happenstance. It was big, it was fast, and the guards were left mostly unscathed. The escorts in the cart with the tycoons were injured but alive. And so knowing this, Cass went to check out the hospital and visit the injured. Gleaned some pretty interesting information about it. It was revealed to be... Remind me exactly what I revealed to you about this creature.
Oh, it was, Goopy.
Goopy.
That's what I have in my notes here. Oh right, 10 to 12 foot tall blob of black toothy flesh. That's the creature. That's kind of what it looks like.
So
Sounds
very
kind of
tall
hot. Yeah.
and goopy.
I said, damn, it's single.
There is one thing I remember saying that was not discussed on your notes.
Oh, right.
The beast, as you said, is quite large, and
Forge.
goopy, maybe more like rubbery. Like the creature.
Oh, right.
The creature.
It's a pile of melted tires. Got it.
Yes. No. It's more like somebody tried to attack it and their hammer bounced right off of it, if I remember correctly.
Oh, right, like that kind of rubber. Yeah. Interesting. Very cool.
And
So that's what we're investigating. Cass went to the hospital.
Other thing, sorry, I was almost done. The last thing
I'm
is
sorry.
that the escort saw the missing person swallowed whole by this thing.
I don't remember that piece of information. Okay.
Right. The bards, right?
Yeah, the bards
The
saw
bard.
that.
Quote unquote bards.
Right. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's just about everything.
Yep.
I believe. And recapping what the plan was that we had discussed as far as in character. I remember Cass was leaving the hospital just now, and I don't remember where our next destination was. I think we were meeting at our next destination, which was I have a bit of a to-do list here in my notes. It's talk to guards about Crash, talk to wizards and hunters about monstrosity, or visit library to research.
Okay.
So I think it was I think we were either meeting back up at the shop at Dhario's shop, or we were going to just all go ahead and go meet at the next thing that we were going to do.
I do recall it being the former, but I do also remember things got a little confusing, and we were thinking about retconning meeting at the shop because of confusion with the making of items and when y'all wanted to do it. So
I mean, it could be that y'all went to the shop to discuss plans, and then we go back later to finalize it.
I thought we already made the items.
I thought we kind of were confused about it and ended up not finishing that.
I
if
know
you
I
have
already
something.
I know I already established the item I wanted.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was the whip attachment.
Oh, okay. Yes, I remember that part.
It could also be that it'll take a bit of time to make it. So like this is like the first phase of like drafting it out and getting it started, and then going to investigate while things cool off. You know, I don't know anything about blacksmithing, but I imagine there's things to it. You got metal and you work on it. You know.
We could say that. Okay, so we could say that David, yours is done because it's a whip attached to something. It's attached to something, so
it was
most
attached
of the
to
metal
the arm.
was gonna be. You know,
and that's leather, you know.
Yeah, that should be pretty easy to do, and still
Break
figuring
the
out
sound barrier.
what. That was weird. And it might take a bit for. Y'all probably talked about what Aedro wanted, but didn't finalize anything, so you just got generic preparatory work done.
And also Cass isn't there. You've only seen them do magic, and they don't wear clothes half the time, so therefore you can't really get anything started on them. So that's why.
That'll work. So everyone's gonna. We'll say that. Okay, you all reconvene at Dhario's workshop, uh,
that
after
works.
a couple of hours of you, Cass, doing investigative work with the some of the victims of the attack at the hospital.
Mhm.
I'm sure that Dario and Aedro had lots of lovely conversation. What kind of stuff were y'all up to while you were doing prep work, I guess?
I assume Dario was making his gear,
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I was doing.
Like, I don't know, like what kind of conversation would y'all have? Or is Dario like a strong silent type when it comes to working?
Because, I'm sure Dario's a skilled blacksmith. He can work and talk.
He
Well,
could,
unless he
yeah.
prefers to focus and all that.
Hmm. That's a good question. I'm gonna say, he was the silent type because he has nothing to think about. He has nothing to talk about.
It's fair.
At the moment.
Unless Aedro struck up conversation.
Yeah, what would you be up to,
If
Aedro?
any, really.
Good question.
Aedro's a social butterfly. I feel like maybe I'm wrong.
I mean,
Because she could be curious about blacksmithing, or if they want to ask about Dario themselves. Just examples.
so I suppose something that happened was Aedro saw that while Dario was starting to get work on the whip, and then she just kind of peeped from behind and was just like, "Is that a whip?"
It's a whip. Yes. Please back up. I'm dealing with hot stuff.
Oh, yeah,
You're gonna
that's
catch
hot
us.
stuff,
Yep.
all right.
Blacksmithing requires a lot of heat. You will get burned. Be careful.
Oh, right. That kind. Yeah,
Right.
right. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yes.
So this entire time, Adrio's trying to figure out what they would possibly need before going into this whole investigation thing. But
Out of character, I have a question for Dario. Is
Mm-hmm.
your shop, are there like things on display? Like, do people come in and look at things, or is it more like
Made to order.
It
or is
was-
it more like yeah?
Considering it was a passed down family blacksmith shop, yes, they are known. They do have a lot of weapons on display and everything. Like it's a pretty renowned shop.
So what kind of things would Aiden have to like, or Aedro have to look at here? I suppose. So like, if they're looking around, like what's around?
Aside from dwarven architecture, there's a bunch of
Very nice.
there's a bunch of simple weapons that are up on the wall because a lot of adventurers come by with stuff that needs to be for was looking to purchase weapons. So there's a lot of that weapons up on the wall, shields.
frick, was I? Sorry.
You're good. I didn't hear much of what was going on, but somebody else did come through if that's what you were concerned about.
Frick.
Yeah,
It's all good. It's all good.
it's fine.
It was unintelligible.
Do you
Let's see.
do you need to take a break?
No,
Aiden?
no,
Like-
no.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But as you were saying, Dhario.
Yes, so thank you. We had weapons, shields, dwarven architecture because we are dwarves. Let's see, what else would it be?
We
in
are
there?
in fact dwarves, all of
Yes.
us.
My You know what I mean? Shit,
I'm just messing with you.
a few trophies up on wall. As you know, our dwarves come from hunters as well, so there are a few trophies up on the wall, like beasts and monsters and the like, just two of them. And
Are you
then
talking like an elk head or like a dragon or something like that?
I would say there's like a wyvern head on there. There's
Oh, like a
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
like
like a baby one.
a smaller creature.
Yeah, something not too grand, because I mean they're
Yeah,
renowned, but it hasn't
Your
been
family
anything legendary.
Your family claims it's a wyvern, but it's like a really big snake,
Yeah,
which is still impressive in its own right.
I mean
I said,
anything is a wyvern if you really think about it.
Mm. It was just a winged snake. I mean, what is a wyvern if not a winged snake, you know?
Very true, very true. And then imagining there's also the fireplace in there,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
there's a painting of a great grandfather dwarf up on the wall.
Oh, great grandpappy dwarf. What does he look like? Tell me about this grandfather.
Whew. Imagine, if you will, a man with a dwarf golden red beard and hair, wearing like a really fancy armor. It's bronze plated with a bit of like lion fur inside of it, and it looks clean. It looks sharp. It sinuates the muscles because
Sexy.
yeah, thorax family was like that. And the painting depicts him just foot on top of a dragon.
All right.
Wow. That's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Damn, the thorax are pretty intense.
Yeah, I can respect that.
It's almost exquisite compared to the rest of that room.
Mm. Oh, right. So, like, the room is pretty simple itself, but this painting, like, probably has, like, a golden frame, and it's been, like, well cared for, maybe even restored at some points, you know?
Yes,
Things like that.
Yes, it's almost
Wow,
like a family mural.
Wow, this oil paint is, like, really good quality. Yeah, things like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
stuff like that.
But as you're working on this whip, what goes into working on this whip?
Well, as a smith, you have to worry about heating up the metal, making sure it's finely crafted to the person's arm. So, of course, you're taking a bunch of measurements, making sure you're tempering the steel so that it has a nice warp to it. That way, whenever you try to move around it, it's nice and flexible, comfortable. It doesn't feel too stiff, like it messes with your movements. So there's a lot of tempering. There's a lot of tempering with that piece of armor at the moment.
As you're working on this the whip, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're working on this whip, you hear. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what specifically it was, because it was like a special weapon that, like, it was a whip attachment onto a brace, and I'm trying to remember what the name of it was on here. I can't
it's all
seem to
good.
find it.
Whenever you do, but it's got metal. It's got
are you
leather
looking
in
for
it.
the item name? Oh.
Yeah, the item name. That way I can help in describing it, because
Yeah, I know what it is. Give me a second, I'll find it for you.
Oh, right. As you're working on this whip, you hear, is the door, like, wooden, would you say? Like oak or something like that?
It's a very good question. Seeing that it is a smith workshop, there really is no door to it, because,
Oh, right. So, it's just open.
Yeah, like kind of like a garage kind of opening.
Oh, right. So, like, you can hear the hustle and bustle, and what time of day is it?
It is. Oh,
I was gonna say it's probably early afternoon right now. Y'all, sorry. Last time it was in the evening. Y'all probably wrapping up for the night, and then you'll probably continue things tomorrow.
Oh, right. So, as we're going down the street, it's probably very quiet out. You could probably hear a few people, night air and all that, coming in. and you kind of see like if you are very focused, you might not see her, but Cass is kind of standing outside the bounds of the blacksmith shop, kind of peeking in. But also, are you very focused in it? Would you say?
Very focused in. I'm sorry. Oh, what was it very focused in?
The blacksmithing, like crafting this tool.
Oh, yes. Because
Oh, okay.
quite focused, but if anyone was open to conversation, of course he will reply.
Right. So, Cass is, she's kind of just standing outside of this garage door opening, like not in the doorway, I would say, or like the frame of it, but like 10 feet outside of it, and she's seeing like both you and Aedro look a little preoccupied and kind of busy, so they're kind of just like very nervously peeking in the door. And it seems if you catch like a glance of them, maybe you turn around to grab something, and oh, there's Cass. But they're holding a notebook, and they're just kind of she's just kind of standing there.
What notebook is that? What are you reading?
Oh, and it actually seems like she's been standing there for like a bit, like a few minutes, because she's actually kind of spacing a little bit, like drawing the toe in the sand, not like dirt, like kicking dirt and stuff. But as soon as Cass hears Dhario say this, she kind of jumps and says, "Oh, Dhario, hi. You looked kind of busy there. Didn't want to bother you. But yeah, I just, we're investigating and all that. So, and as she says this, she begins to kind of step in. But it's more like, it's not like she's hiding anything or anything. It's more that she's never been here before. And this is kind of like a personal space, and it's night. It's not like a store right now. This is like your home. She's a vampire, and she's got to be invited in. Plot twist. But oh right. Well, I figure since we're investigating, I figure we keep notes and all that. And I just got back from the hospital. One of them ain't doing too good, so. I asked what I could and headed out.
So what notes you have? What have you found out?
Oh, I got them right here. And Cass breaches the doorway. And is there anywhere to sit, or is it relatively a cleared out space to give you room to move?
If you'd like, Aedro can just invade a bit of the workspace and just sit on the anvil for the sake of it.
Oh, do you mean Cass?
Cass, yeah.
The anvil's the only place to sit.
Yeah, I mean,
oh right,
mostly so, a standing kind of place. Like there is a chair here and there, but.
Oh right, but the chair's probably too far away. Like it's it's over there. So Cass kind of just awkwardly leans one hand on the anvil, just to settle down, I guess. Well, I got it right here. It was quite the sight seeing them bards like that. But one of them, they were very nice. A bit awkward about their line of work. I mean, maybe they're just shy, performers and all that. But they said they live in the Market Street after hours. Like that's where to find them. Once they get out of the hospital and all that. But there's this dragonborn woman. Her name was Charity. She was very nice. Very pretty too, I bet that really helps in show business and all that. But she was the better looking not like appearance wise, but like because well, you know what I mean. In that she looked better off from the attack. But basically, the attack was real quick. Like so, they pretty much got attacked and got pretty hurt bad. So they didn't see much, but something about a beast, like a real big one, like bigger than the carriage. That's what happened. It had tackled the carriage or something, like pounced on it. Like she painted a really good picture. Kind of makes me a bit nervous, but like,
that's convenient.
Yeah. Well, it was also bad memories and all that. I didn't really like stirring that up for her, but she described it as, and Cass, she opens her notebook. It's like it's leather bound and it looks really old, not in an antique way, but it's like worn. And the pages are kind of it's parchment, but it's frayed, and kind of looks delicate as they flip through it. And a blob of black toothy flesh, but it knocked him out pretty immediately. But here's the thing, and this is the thing I'm really kind of you know the guy we were looking for, the missing guy?
Yes.
So Charity said, and you know, concussion and all that, so I don't know how good this is, but that it had him in its mouth, so, and swallowed him whole. So we might have would that even be considered a homicide, or is that like a maulin?
I've heard from Dwarven folk, they would consider this a thing. I forget the term. I believe it's something like vori, something like that.
Oh right, so like the being swallowed. Well, we kind of have a word for that back in the Black Marsh, but it's like being swallowed by the swamp. You know, when things get stuck in there and then they, basically, he's more than likely dead.
Okay. Yes. So, monster big enough to swallow human whole, can knock over carriage. And
knock people out and bypass, smart enough to bypass guards, or at least quick enough, and, and maul people. Rip them apart. So that's what we're up against. It does seem like.
Yes, it sounds quite bigger than the monster we had to deal with back in the last job.
Oh, the owlbear?
Yes, the owlbear seems quite bigger than the owlbear.
Yeah, much bigger than that. And you know, owlbear's just a animal, but this is a big monstrous creature, and you know, I always joked over the year I've been here that I didn't think I'd make it out of Banalia alive. Starting to think that's a little bit true.
Not to worry. You have, as long as we're on this, we should be fine.
Yeah. I really hope it might be imagination and all that, given, you know, whole brain damage thing. But
yes.
I do want to try to figure out more about this, at least see what we're up against, you know? Because, let's see, I got a to-do list here, and she flips back a few pages. Well, there's... One of the guards was untouched, and they're in the Wizards College. And I think the Wizards College might have some information on this beast, so maybe we can hope to defeat it. I mean, even if it is really a beast like that. I can only really hope not.
That is a good idea. We should also
So-
check. We should also check the scene of the crime, assuming it's still there. It has
Oh,
been a
right.
while. But
Uh,
perhaps there may be something that might lead us, that give us more information.
right. I do hope to visit the wizards first. So, if it returns to the scene of the crime and all that, I'd really hate to run into it blind.
Hmm.
So I feel we either do that. Will it even be open? Does the college even close? I don't know that much about magic and all that, but
Give me a not a history check, but like just to see if you know. I guess some kind of knowledge
it's
check.
local. It's like local knowledge. I feel like that'd be history.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a history check to see if we can figure out if you
Would this be
recall
a
it.
disadvantage?
For you probably, since you haven't been here very long. But
And also, like,
Dhario
that-
would be fine.
Not. Yeah, and also like that. I don't. Cass isn't really a scholarly type, so they don't hang out in that circle or anything.
Oh, so both of us will have to roll for this?
You can both roll.
Okay.
But
You're
whoever-
not at disadvantage.
yeah, you're at
but Cass-
regular.
Okay.
Good news. Dhario, you recall having to do some smithing work for the Wizards College, and you know that the library and general use buildings don't close down until about, almost until midnight. However,
Okay.
you might have trouble finding, a professor or something like that this time of night. You won't have trouble, you'll probably find some students and things like that. Maybe a
With
librarian.
the library, yeah, librarian. Well, do you know anything about that? I'm not really learned in the magic. Well, I mean, just my things, but not really scholarly things. I didn't
I
go to
rem-
school.
I remember most of these sorcerer students come to my shop so that they can get their wands fixed.
Oh, are they sorcerers? I thought they were like wizards.
I assume wizards and sorcerers all use wands at some point in their lives, or rods, or
Oh.
something along the lines.
I might be the odd one out then, I suppose. I haven't really met other sorcerers.
Yeah, real quick,
Yeah.
Am I wrong to admit that, to think that wizards and sorcerers they probably use some sort of rod, staff?
No,
I think that's a reasonable
it's
assumption.
It's very common. There's many ways to cast magic in this world. Some people, they just use the components that they feel, contribute to their thing. So, like, they'll use, bugs and stuff. But, it is also, in most cases, possible to substitute those materials for a arcane focus or other type of thing, like a wand or a staff. They're all ways to get around material costs of spells.
Because the ingredients and the wand and the rods are to focus their magic to be able to cast it. So that's a fair assumption on his part.
Okay, that's fair.
Mhm.
Yes, I even had one person. He wanted to make magic gloves. He called it Spirit Fingers. Very interesting.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that's a real. Can you make magic things like that?
It takes a lot of work. I do require a bit of artifice supplies.
That's really cool.
Yes, it's been a while though. Would admit.
Oh, right.
Might
Yeah,
need to refresh memory.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if you don't mind, I'm not really a armor sort of person. Not really trained in that kind of thing. And it's also like way too heavy. I can't move in that. And I don't really use wands or rods, so maybe we could think up something else.
Sure. Spirit fingers?
Maybe. I don't know what spirit fingers are, but I quite like my fingers to be physical rather than spooky ghosts or anything like that.
It is what person used to refer to their gloves.
Oh, right.
I attune their magic to the gloves.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's real neat. Well, anything we can use to fight this thing. Do you think we should go now or in the morning?
Perhaps Professor might still be around. It is quite late, but perhaps
there's always a librarian, I think.
Mm-hmm. A librarian usually knows all. She might help us find Professor we're looking for.
Oh, is she magical like that? Like a what's the word? Like a clairvoyant?
Clairvoyant? No, she's just nosy.
Oh, right. So she's just real learned, not real magic or anything like that.
Yes.
Well,
she likes to know everything.
She seems nice. I can't wait to meet her. Well, do we want to head out now, or do you want to finish this and then we go, or wait till the morning? It's a lot.
It is almost done. This on blade. Nice and cooled. Nice and polished. I think we can go if we want.
Right. Cass actually, she actually leans over you. Because, I would say leans over your shoulder, but, Cass is significantly taller. But behind you, but leans over you and kind of, peers at the object that you're making. What step would you say you're on?
Polishing?
Oh, right. So what's the polishing for? Is it to like waterproof it or something? I remember having to waterproof my boots whenever I wore them all the time. I mean, I would have not worn boots given the chance, but I'm not trying to sink down and be consumed by the swamp, you know?
Mainly for presentation. Not to mention, there may be a small chance that edges might be a little too sharp. So just smooth it out.
Oh, well, 'cause it's to attack things, right? So wouldn't you want it to be sharp?
Well, not to arm. If the bracelet stabs you in arm, that no help at all.
Oh, right, yeah, that, I would not like that. I don't like being stabbed. In any capacity.
Besides, these arm blade whip. So as long as the whip retracts from the arm, it's a working weapon.
Oh, that's really neat. You know, I'm more of I make more jewelry myself, but I really respect your craft, you know? I think that is so interesting.
Oh, well, thank you. I wouldn't underestimate your jewelry craft too. There's a lot of artistry to it.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. It's just, I suppose it's not as useful, you know? Like, this could save your life. Mine just, looks pretty. Well, maybe that's an idea. What if I made a necklace that could save your life? Maybe then people would buy my jewelry.
That could work. That sounds like a good purchase. I'd buy one.
On an aside, I think it's so funny every time they get together. Cass is like, "Okay, but what if here's a business idea?" And I think that's funny. Is Aiden back? Sorry. No biggie if not.
But
Well, if Aedro, cause I think I didn't mean to intrude or anything, but I thought I kind of happened to hear while I was waiting that Aedro was wanting to look at things and kind of decide what they were wanting to have you make. So we could go ahead and go while she looks, and if she wants to catch up, we could do that.
That's fair. Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Well, I think she was in the other room looking at things, so we could leave a note, I guess.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Dhario don't have energy to yell across the room to let her know.
Yeah, it's night. People are sleeping around here.
Mhm.
We don't want to disturb the neighbors. Right,
Yeah.
right.
It's about dusk with how long this process has taken, and you can do a few things for sure as the night falls, so to speak.
Oh, well, Cass. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, remind me, what are you up to?
Oh, we were going to leave a note for Aiden, who is in the other room, looking at things to and trying to decide what she wants crafted, and we are going to see if we can go do some research before we head out tomorrow.
Yes, and so Aedro's gonna
at the Wizards College.
So you're doing the Wizards College stuff tonight before tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, we better get going. Cass is gonna rip out a piece of paper from the journal and writes a note to Aedro.
Mm-hmm.
And leaves it on the anvil. Well, let's get headed out. If you're ready, I know I am.
Yes, let's go.
The more we know about this, the better. Besides making me feel better, it'll be practical.
All right.
Yes.
So, Dhario and Cass, you two have, you guys start making your way across the city. You're not too far from, from the college area. The merchant districts are actually pretty close to the college districts, because, you got to get all those absolutely loaded college kids.
Right, because they have so much money.
They have so much disposable income.
I mean, probably mages more than the average college student, but yeah.
I figure sorcerers and wizards are a bunch of prep kids, so yes, they are most definitely loaded.
We gotta get all those people there on parent money.
Yes.
I said, where the hipsters at?
Yeah. I was gonna say, there are definitely some wizards who have to piecemeal their education together.
Zonmean.
Yeah, I remember good old days of Zonmean. They're probably playing a cool song somewhere, maybe. I don't know. That being said, you guys make your way to the campus. This is, as of right now, an unnamed campus, because I haven't thought of a good name for it beyond Wizard Campus.
I actually don't know what the name of this college is. I've never seen a sign. I guess they just rely on word of mouth around here.
You do,
not that
however,
I've really been...
see a very, very large wizard tower, and several buildings surrounding it.
I guess they don't need one. That's kind of a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
The small...
It's like the McDonald's. It's the McDonald's sign. The Golden Arches, the Wizard Tower.
Are just McDonald's
Oh yes,
signs.
make Wizzy's College.
There it is. There it is. McWizzy's College.
let me get that. Let me get that on paper.
McWizzy's
I'm
School
dying.
for
McWizzy's.
Witchcraft. No, sorry. McWizzy's College of Wizardry and Sorcery. I freaking love it.
I love. This is so good. What's this place called? McWeezy's or something like that.
Yes, it is called McWeezy's.
So we approach the imposing face of McWeezy.
Yeah, we got McWizzy's cool leg, and then very close. You see several admin buildings and things like that. Most of the classes take place in the tower. However, there is a building near the college that is fairly large, and you can assume that it is the library, based on the fact that there is a sign in front of it that says library.
Oh, so they have a sign for the library, but they don't have a sign for the whole school.
No, it's like, you know how if you're ever at a college campus, there's a like a labeling for the building, but it doesn't say, you know, University of Bumfuck's music building. It's university.
Yes.
It's just the music building.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Bumfuck's music building is the one southeast.
So, you know,
the
there's a library.
God damn it. Well, do you think they'll let us in? I mean, I'm not exactly, and Cass kind of looks down at themselves all barefoot and in their, you know, their usual outfit, just dirty ass trousers and no shirt having ass. You think they'll let me in? I'm honestly surprised we got this far.
It's fine. Library holds all kinds of people, even those that look like you.
Huh. I suppose I'll take that in a complimentary sense. Wait, what do you mean they hold people? Like they keep people here? Is that why the librarians are here all the time?
Library is open to public.
The librarians are prisoners of war.
Oh no.
No. You have to deal with college kids. That's the real torment.
So you see inside the library as y'all
Cass
are walking
is gonna
in.
follow Dhario.
Mm-hmm.
Let Dhario take the lead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Dario opens the big doors. Inside is 4 to 5 levels worth of books just littered across. Like, think of a big emporium. Bunch of tables around the middle. Nice red drapery goes around each level.
That's cool.
And bookcases you can see littered all throughout the perimeter.
Oh. I like to imagine that Darius describing this to me verbally. like this is how he remembers the library. So like he's telling me this as we're walking in. Oh wow, it sounds like a really nice place.
And as you walk in, you see that while the building is still as tall as you remember, some problems have come up with funding.
Oh no.
Many of the fine tapestries and drapes have rotted away and no longer exist. A lot of the furniture is like you would find it on the curb, and you know,
to be fair, half of my furniture is dumpster. Well, to be fair, Cass kind of looks out over this, and I guess we're standing there for a moment in shock at the difference of the memory's description versus what is standing before us. And looking at the furniture, Cass is like, well, to be fair, half of my furniture I found in the dumpster.
You know,
So,
I remember.
There's good things in there, you know. People just throw out perfectly good furniture, perfectly good clothes.
What I mean by looks like it came out of a dumpster, it hasn't been replaced in a long time, and they bought cheap, so it's
raggedy and worn out. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say. But most importantly, the aged desk for where you would find, you know, information and head librarian type people. You see a rather young individual behind the table, and several students are milling about. Some of them are actually studying. Others are, you know, playing pranks on each other with prestidigitation and things like that. It's kind of just...
Zon, could you go a little more into detail on what those kids are
I want to
pranking
know
via
these pranks.
So, like, one of them, you know, mage hands and pulls on their, you know, their wizard hat and pulls it off their head. You know, others are, like, shooting sparks at each other, you know, like, at the face. Because, you know, that's kind. You're pretty sure you smell rotten eggs if you know, sniff ever so slightly.
Dhario, is that you?
I know my own farts. That's not me.
Oh, well, if you say so, you know. Man, this whole college scene sounds fun. Wish I could afford that, but I didn't finish secondary school, let alone primary school, so, you know. It's jewelry making for me. You probably know more about this than I do. So what are we supposed to do in the library?
Well, you're looking for that specific librarian. She should be at the front desk, but I see
You do see
somebody else.
You do see somebody at this front desk, and it is a she. And she looks kind of busy. Quickly grabs a book, opens the front cover, stamping, and she's been doing this cycle for what you could assume at least the past hour. And she still has a tower of books on her right.
Okay.
So do we just, like, go up to her? Is there, like, a special procedure? I don't have ID. Do we have to show ID?
Do not worry. This is nice and easy. We just go up the front desk and we ask the information that we need.
Oh,
So-
okay. I'll let you do that. I'm gonna look conspicuous. Inconspicuous. Cass goes up to a you know the carts they have for, like, the books they're gonna put back on the shelf?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just go up to one of those and kind of looks at the books. It doesn't seem like they're reading the spine, but rather they're looking at the spine like they're reading it. But there's no gears turning, you know?
Just staring blankly at books. Like, how does this work?
Hmm.
And then let's see. So Dhario goes up to the front desk. He's looking. She's the woman behind it is studious.
She is more aptly. She's a little bit shorter than you are. You would guess that she's probably gnomish or halflingish, something like that. And she is basically doing the menial work of checking in all these books, from what you can tell. And it looks like she's kind of understaffed based on how many books she has.
Oh, okay. Dario notices there's a little bell ringing device, and he just slaps it. Bing.
Yes, hello. My name is Cabbage. What can I do for you?
Cabbage, I love her. Her name's
Oh my
Cabbage.
god,
Cabbage.
this is where cabbage comes in. That's funny.
My name is
Um,
Cabbage. What can I do for you?
Okay, hold on. First, we established that this is a completely different librarian from what Dario was remembering, or this is the same?
Let's actually go with it being someone new. But
Okay.
that's just because you haven't been here in so long.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yes, hello. I'm looking for the librarian.
that would be me. Hi. And she looks up, she kind of sets the books aside. Yeah, my name I am the librarian. I've been working here for the past couple months, and yeah, it's been quite a challenge. And she kind of stares at the books to her right, with you can almost see a bead of sweat just go down the side of her face.
Oh, like a compulsive desire to just like read
Someone,
the.
someone give her a pay raise.
Well, well, perhaps you'll know the information we're looking for then, ma'am.
I am quite knowledgeable. What are you looking for?
Would you happen to know, where we can find this professor? And he hands, I'm trying to remember what this professor looks like. He's just probably someone that's been through an accident, right? It might have the information wrong.
Yeah. You give her the name Eloris Edel, and it was a she, if I remember correctly.
Okay. We're looking for the professor, Eloris Edo. Do you know where we can find her?
She's been on a business trip for a while. I can take a message?
Cass's, wait. Alora Settle, that's the missing person, right?
I thought we were looking for somebody that was a professor here at the school.
Oh, right. Cass kind of, is listening in and, to, Dario, they kind of make a throat across, a throat gesture, like, no. What, my friend here means to say is that, we're looking, yeah, you know, we, names and all that get mixed up sometimes. We're actually looking for, information on a monstrosity, like a beast or something like that, but more magical and less animal in nature. And if a professor could help us, that would be great. But otherwise, you know, we're good with just books.
Oh, we're looking for a professor with. Oh, we're looking for a professor that might know something about the monster, not the professor that was part of the. Okay. My bad.
Right. It's okay.
She kind of chuckles and
Cass leans down and is like, sorry, Dario, I didn't really explain that well enough. That was my bad.
She looks at you for a second like, oh, okay. Well, I do know that there's a professor here that would know stuff about monstrosities. He isn't here right now. He might be wrapping up his side gig.
Side gig?
Yeah, he's a bit of a peddler, on the side, trying to, you know.
Like a merchant?
Yeah, he does. So he's not tenured yet, so he kind of has to.
What does tenured mean?
Do extra work to make things, you know, to make ends meet.
Oh, right. Cass kind of leans towards Dario and says, tenured, does that mean you don't make enough money? I mean,
Like,
I'm not tenured either. Work at the jewelry shop. It's very slow.
Oh, you're a teacher too?
Yeah, I teach sometimes. Like someone's interested in learning how to make jewelry, I'll teach them.
Oh, she kind of looks to the side for a second and kind of coughs. So, I can definitely let him know that you stopped by. He's a bit eccentric, but he certainly knows a lot about various not abjurations. What is it again? Conjurations and creatures and
monstrosity?
monstrosities. That kind of thing. He's very wise on.
Oh, you said he's eccentric?
A little bit.
Oh, that's cool. People tell me that all the time, so that probably means we have a lot in common.
She smiles and kind of twiddles her thumbs a bit because she doesn't know how to respond to this. And
he sounds nice.
if he question.
Yes.
If he's a peddler, do you know where he peddles?
Usually he does stuff on Market Street. It's specifically there's a section of Market Street that it's more like a flea market, so people set up tents and carpets and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's I know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Is that by Cobbler and Cobbler or?
Cobbler and Cobbler's a proper building, if I remember correctly. So it is a bit further down the road from that. It's closer to the Adventurers Guild. I need to upload a version of the map that I've been working on for this that y'all can properly see.
I know exactly where that is. That's where I was trying to start out, but the stall fees were too expensive.
Yeah.
So I ended up working at You should stop by sometime. I think you would really look good in a. What's she wearing right now?
She's wearing some.
What are you wearing?
She's wearing some green robes with a. Not like a bathrobe sash or anything, but like a large band, kind of like Aladdin's sash from the animated movie, kind of like
a
that
cummerbund sash thing. Yeah.
It is open at the V, but she's got like a shirt on underneath and all that.
A V-neck.
Well,
ooh.
It's more like a jacket on a suit from the waist up.
Yeah, like a blazer or
kinda, but it's all. Imagine a really long suit jacket.
Right.
But then there's a sash in the middle.
That's cool. I think you would look really good in like a cracked turquoise or a turlamine.
Now, the shirt that she has on underneath the jacket is a V-neck. It doesn't go super low or anything. It's very
I love
fashionable.
Your outfit, by the way.
And thank you. I got it from somewhere before I came here, and it's very lovely. It feels really nice, and it
oh yeah, it looks really nice too.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually have a necklace that I know would look exactly perfect with that outfit. If you come by sometime, I'll give you a discount on it.
Yeah, a discount. I'll be sure to stop by.
Oh, right, but what we're here for. Right. Sorry, I get distracted real easily.
I can tell. I do too.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to be focused on, one thing at a time when there's so much going on.
Yeah, I know it will. Oh, right.
Yes.
So he's not in right now. we could come back later. Do you happen to know about books on the matter?
What are you looking for specifically?
Oh, Dario. I don't think I'll word this good. Do you think you could
We're looking for a book of monsters, a beastorium kind of book, something that might be able to help us find some information on the beast that we're looking for.
Well, like a monster beast, what was the way they describe? Cass flips open their book and
I could
says,
have swore they call it like a beastorium or something like that.
like a bestiary, but for monstrosities.
Are
We're
y'all talking?
we're
Are y'all talking
we're
like
researching.
cryptids?
Oh, well, monsters, not animals. I don't know if there's an official term, but we're researching a 10 to 12 foot tall blob of black toothy flesh, kind of rubbery and bouncy in nature if it's struck. Something like that.
Okay. She hops down from her chair, I guess. She hops down from her position behind the desk, and she has suddenly disappeared behind the desk because she is quite short. And she walks
Cass
around.
leans over.
She walks around
Oh.
and waves up at you and says, "Okay, follow me." And she escorts you guys to a rather dusty section of the library. Excuse me. She starts rifling through the spines, trying to find it, and she hands you a book on it almost looks like a compilation of Reader's Digest magazines, because schools will do that where they'll bind a bunch of issues of a magazine together for preservation purposes. So here's the book on it's a compilation of the last 12 issues of Mad Monster Monthly. I think this might be what you're looking for.
Oh, you're the expert.
I mean, what you've described to me is something that doesn't really like
It doesn't exist.
it doesn't really exist. No, it's like
Oh.
well, okay. The thing you described to me kind of reminded me of this weird creature from my upbringing. They used to tell fairy tales about this kind of thing. It's called the Bunderhop.
But
Bunder, what?
The
the Blunderhop?
The Bunderhop.
The Bunger Hop? Bunker. Sorry.
Okay.
Bunger.
She sets the book down on a table and looks at you. So the story of the Bunderhop, it's this large black toad kind of thing.
Oh.
And it's said to like snatch children who've been misbehaving. It's kind of a scary thing.
What about
to scare kids straight,
What about grown corrupt men? Would you say that would be something that the Blunderhop goes after?
I mean, in the folklore, it's usually, a thing to scare children, so
Right. Do you think the personality counts? Like maybe if they're like immature? That's very interesting. Sorry.
Would you say there's some monsters the size of a carriage?
Yeah.
Or or bigger even?
Well, the creature's humongous. It'll tower over you about 10 to 12 feet tall, from what I remember. You got to remember, I'm a halfling, so
Oh,
that's
right.
that's a
Halflings have no
pretty
depth
big
perception?
creature. No, the creature in the folklore, she's trying to describe it as something huge compared to her, because it is.
Oh, right.
Hang on, let me find the chapter book, or not chapter book, the fairy tale compilation. And
that would be great.
she kind of scurries to the other side of the library.
Oh, Cass kind of speed walks after her.
You can wait there, I'll be right back.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know if I was supposed to wait.
Dhario turns to Cass, and Dhario says, I'm getting the impression that either this is one big lie fabricated, or we're actually dealing with mythical monster here, which is quite exciting.
Yeah, exciting's a word for it. One thing I've learned over the years is to not really, that there's a kernel of truth to stories. My mother used to tell me stories all the time, and, over time I found that some of them were true, at least in some way, but, a lot of stories are just an interpretation of things that haven't really been discovered yet. That is kind of exciting that we might be discovering something new. The fact that it's a humongous monster capable of taking down a carriage and swallowing men in one bite is not such an exciting prospect.
Can y'all remind me what your passive perception is?
Oh, right. Also, she's small, so...
Perception?
Your passive perception.
Perception. It'll be at the bottom below skills. It's
9?
basically your perception if you're not paying attention. Mine is 13.
Okay. While you're having this conversation, you don't notice it until she's already, right at the table she left y'all at, and she's, had to basically hop on the table to get your attention. She is carrying a very hefty tome, and she kind of funks it on the desk in front of y'all. So, I found it. Y'all okay?
Yeah.
Physically or mentally?
Well, I mean...
Yeah, that's a good question.
You guys are really obsessed with this thing.
Well, it's... Say hypothetically, and of course hypothetically speaking, given that this monster is a fairy tale, if a naughty child got toad-napped, is there ever been a way in the tales to defeat it? Make it throw up the child or kill it or something? I don't really like that idea much, but...
Well, let's go... hang on, let me open up the book to the story. And...
Oh, right, let me help you with that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. Cass opens it very carefully, though. It seems like they're kind of nervous about touching it, but they do it anyway. I imagine it's kind of heavy even for them,
Yeah.
Twink Shrek and all.
It's it's got some weight to it. Okay, so the Bunder Hop. So, some context. Us halflings are actually from a very... How do I describe this? We're in an estuary, I think is the word. Is that the word?
What does that mean?
I gotta double check what estuaries are.
she's flipping through a book.
Spelled with an E?
Estuaries. It is...
The tidal mouth of a large river where the tide meets the stream.
Yeah, so
Coast.
These
So you're
areas
from the
tend to
coast.
be. Well, they also tend to be very swampy with brackish water and things like that.
Oh, so you're from a swamp too?
Uh, maybe. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from well, the people here call it the Black Marsh, but we call it the, you know.
Oh, yeah. I know the Black Marsh. We usually call it uh Bubble Gloop Swamp. Um,
Oh, Bubble Gloop Swamp.
yeah.
God.
Oh wow, I love hearing about that. There's so many beautiful names for such a beautiful place. Have you ever been there?
I am not native to there, but my grandparents were.
Oh, your grandparents were from. What's your family name?
Uh, Green.
Oh, the Greens, as in Grandpappy Iceberg Green.
Okay, just because my name is Cabbage doesn't mean that everyone in my family is named after
No,
vegetables.
I know that's the case. That was his nickname. That's my mother knew him actually. But yeah, the Green family. I'm sorry, I didn't mean any offense. That is so cool.
Yeah,
Oh wow,
it's pretty great.
that's crazy.
My parents are very creative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I really admire that. You don't even want to know what my name means. But wow, it's just been a really long time since I've been home, and but that's I don't mean any offense with this question. But about your people, what is a ling?
What?
You know, like a half orc, half elf. What is a ling? Like your half ling?
She puts her hands to her face.
That is the naming convention in common,
Dhario
right?
is also putting his hands to his face. Oh. Perhaps we're digressing a little too much.
No, right. No, I'm sorry. If it's a sensitive subject, I don't really like people asking
I
about my
think you might want to
ancestry.
read more than just the fairy tale book, Miss.
At the moment, yeah. Yeah, I probably should read more. I think it would really help. I'm kind of new to common and all that, and not very many people in the swamp, so I'm still learning.
No, yeah, you're doing great. I honestly couldn't tell
You're
that
doing
you weren't
great.
native speaking.
I can tell. Lying limer who lies. Well, oh man, I feel
Do you want me to tell the story or
Yes,
yeah,
please
yeah,
tell the story.
yeah.
Cuz
Let's tell the story. I gotta get home, and
I've got work to do
it's
too,
real late.
and yeah.
Yeah,
Um
I won't be coming back.
that
Cass
being
just kind of takes a seat and doesn't say anything else.
so the Bunder Hop, basically it's kind of like a boogeyman. It has this. So there's this problem that a lot of times in actual Bubble Gloop Swamp, there are actual giant toads and things out there that will sometimes eat us because we're smaller. That makes sense. And so this got conflated a bit into the Bunderhop, which this is a larger black toad with grisly teeth and a large sticky tongue. Anyway, so parents would scare their naughty children by saying the Bunderhop's gonna get you. Often, and the story goes that the Bunderhop will, in the dead of night, you you best keep a light on. If you are not, I'm sorry, I'm bad at speaking. um so basically the Bunderhop comes in the dead of night and will eat you if you are misbehaving in front of your parents. The only way a lot of children actually found that they started sleeping with some kind of lit candle at night because the story ends with the creature melting away in the sunlight, and the children are safe after that, and the terrifying experience should scare them straight. Hopefully, is how the folk tale went.
Sounds like fun tale.
The alternate ending, the kids swallowed whole and taken away forever while their parents enjoy some nice peace and quiet. So you can see that there are many different takes on it, but ultimately, you are asking me to help you with finding a creature that isn't a fairy tale.
We are aware, yes, but
Yeah.
we feel as though that information will most definitely be helpful.
Well, we're also, researching other cultures, because it's a mythical beast, who would go looking for such a thing? I mean, even if it was real, that's, sounds quite terrifying and, deadly.
Well, if you're interested in finding out, quote, research about this thing, then this is probably your best bet. She points at the tome that is like 12 issues of a magazine for cryptid hunters.
Well, thank you very much, Miss, Green.
Yeah. My pleasure. I need to get back to work, but let me know if you need me, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, see you around.
Oh, and the library is going to be closing in about an hour, and you can't take that book with you unless you are a student here, so...
One last question.
Yeah?
The professor we're looking for, is he still peddling?
Probably not, but he does frequent, a lot of the bars around here, from what I've heard.
A lot of the
try
bars
that.
around the college?
Oh, no, around the city.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Yeah, that might be,
Yeah.
Man, he has to take a third job at a bar?
No, he drinks.
Oh, right. Because I imagine after a long day of work, you want to relax.
Yeah. So, you'll be looking for a small, well, I say small, a person about my size, in a brown robe, brown hat, and...
Brown robe, brown hat.
He might...
Small.
He might be, I say this without sounding rude. He's got a complexion similar to yours. What was your name again?
Cass. Nice to meet you. And, Cass puts out their hand, but like in a splayed way. And, if she looks at, their hand, she can also see their muddy complexion around the hands.
No thanks, I'm good.
Oh, right, yeah, because, it's customary to humans, but not all, human-like. Do y'all have, like, a different greeting or something like that?
Oh no. I'm just very, I don't want to accidentally damage these fine tomes. And so
right.
I try not to mix oils and stuff around on the hands.
Oh, right, yeah. Would you say, he's kinda similar to me, like in, type of humanoid?
I didn't want to just say green-skinned, because that's kind of a bit of a slur, I feel like.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Thank you though.
Yes.
I appreciate it, but what I mean to say is he of the same ancestry as me? Now that would be really crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know what ancestry you are.
right. Probably not. You know.
I don't see a lot of, well,
Me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, thank you for the information.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate your help.
Yeah. I'll be at the front desk. I'll come by in an hour if you haven't left already, because.
Yes,
Yeah.
because closing.
Yep.
We'll do some reading. I'm gonna go check out the look at other books that are not fragile. Just in case.
Oh, that book's fine. I just, if I shake your hand, then I go to touch the fragile books. That's the issue.
That's just my skin. It just looks like that.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna shake, I'm not gonna shake your friend's hand either.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I get that a lot, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
And she kind of hobbles
bye.
off.
Okay.
So.
You okay?
Yeah, just, I should probably focus on, the research and all that. Yeah. Do you want to get to reading that? It looks kind of wordy, so I don't know if I'll be able to read that very well. I'm still learning after all.
I feel like she told us everything we needed to know about the creature.
Oh, yeah. Because I feel like she gave us the TLDR. Or we could go look for the guy.
She did only tell you about a fairy tale.
A fairy tale, but a fairy tale can have a lot of information, especially if it's melting in the sun. Sounds like fire is weakness.
Well, we don't know if it's fire or if it's light, because that is a very distinct difference. Magically speaking, I suppose. We could skim over it and then head out to go find this person.
Yes, we should hurry before he jumps to the next bar or passes out in an alley or something.
Oh, I sure hope he doesn't do that. Well, we should go make sure he's okay.
Actually, now that I think about it, he should pass out in the alley. It'll be easier to find him.
Oh, well, I just don't want him to get robbed or anything. Or sick or aspirate and die. Especially before meeting him.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
I'm very curious to know what kind of person he is.
Okay, so Dhario then proceeds to actually try to read the tome, get more information.
Cass is gonna pretend to look at the books, but they're just kind of not even in a being inconspicuous way, but it doesn't seem like they're really into it,
I was gonna say, would y'all mind if we take a break here and transition?
Please, please.
Because we have been going for an hour and a half, and give everyone a chance to kind of get a drink and go to the bathroom and stuff.
Water.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, we will be back.
Yeah.
We should be back at the top of the hour then.
All right. See you then.
All right.
See you in a minute.
Boy.
I will leave the mic unmuted for y'all, as usual.
I'm here.
Cool.
Hi.
I'm gonna finish chewing this brownie, but
Yum.
mm-hmm. All right. So first, thank you to once again Ivan Dutch for letting us use your music, and they have many free to use songs on their website.
Heck yeah.
This particular song is second. The Streets of Baerlon, Baerlon, and it's the ambient version, so there's random noises thrown in to spice it up. I think it's pretty great. And you can check out all of their stuff on their YouTube channel as well. Oh, Nightbot, you shouldn't be doing that. You don't have a race going on. Just that real quick.
Hey, homies.
Hey, hey.
What's shaking my bacons?
Just deleting a thing. There we go. Had to undo a Nightbot command. Furthermore, thank you to Nat1s for letting us use your table map. We mainly used that today because most of the pre-made maps that I've got made for this haven't come up yet. So, thank you for giving us something visually appealing to work on top of. They have several tiers on their Patreon that you can use to get access to a lot of cool maps. There's a licensing way you can do stuff as well. Check that out. Patreon.com/nat1s. And once again, thank you to Sick Behemoth for helping me tune this arc a bit. Which you will see the fine work that he and I did eventually towards the conclusion of this. We haven't gotten to the point where I will use the song yet, but I'd also like to send a special thanks to This Is Bardcore. They are on Twitter.
This is Bardcore. I love them.
No, you're good. They're great.
He's awesome.
Excuse me. At some point, we'll be using a song from him. It's an original composition called "From the Mist," which you can find on their YouTube channel, which is second. I thought I saved that link. Do not autoplay that. I do not want to get the DMCA'd. Their YouTube channel is Dweezil Van Zephyr. It's always hard to say that name. But, good channel. And that's everything I've got to plug. Do y'all have anything that y'all would like plugged at the moment?
Aiden?
I don't really have anything in particular.
Yeah. Just vibing. I do have my art page where I mostly do TTRPG art. I've actually been on a bit of a break. Banalia is pretty much me coming back from that break to because I've had a lot of stuff going on, but I've opened up commissions and requests. Requests essentially are just drop a coffee or a Ko-fi. I'm not really sure how that's pronounced.
I think it's coffee.
Coffee. It's a Ko-fi.
Kofi.
And then you give me a concept, and then I just run wild with it. It's basically a way to get art for relatively cheap. If you can't afford commissions or just would like to see what I do, artist freeform and all that. I'll be returning this week with some streaming, if I can get it up and running, and then actually some fun and relaxing things. Like I might illustrate some funny moments from Banalia with the homies, and from previous campaigns as well. And if y'all would like to join the stream, I normally like to hear y'all's D&D stories, and if it inspires me, then I'll probably sketch them out and doodle them. But that's what I do, essentially. That's me. Twitter.com, Supernova.
Yeah.
That's it. End tweet. Send tweet. That's what people say, right?
I say that.
I say that.
That's me. I'm a person who says that.
I do that.
Also, I love her. That fucking Vine bitch. I don't refer to people as.
Vine
That's
bitch.
I
Right,
thought you were
she's
referring
great.
to cabbage. I was like, what?
Cabbage. No, she's very sweet, and I would never refer to her in such a way. Cabbage. I love her. 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10. And that's it. That's all there is.
Do you have anything you would like to plug, David?
Me? I do streaming. I'm always available if you need a video compilation. Let's see, what else? No, that's about it. I stream on Twitch, and I had some history with video compilations. You can find that on my YouTube. YouTube.com/the Super Mario, and I think that's about it.
Heck yeah.
I just realized in hindsight, I do have something to say.
Okay. You're good.
I too stream on the very, very seldom occasion. I'm Aiden Nietzsche. My name is right there in the chat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I stream a lot of random stuff that honestly it's just whatever I feel like and whenever I feel like. So if you want to possibly catch the elusive stream from me, I'll be there.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I like the streams. I think they're pretty cool.
Thank you.
I said, that's cool. Oh, I don't know if Aiden was lurking or anything. How are we all caught up as far as like what's the haps?
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Right, you were there to witness the dumbassery.
Dude, I just had to
I said very good.
sit back for a bit.
Oh yeah. I got you. Who is that? Is that a little token?
Look at
I
that.
see.
Look at that.
Is that It's Cabbage. Hello, Cabbage. Oh, she's so cute.
It's cabbage.
Big cabbage.
Oh, is that what a ling is?
Oh no.
This is
Can I just say, before we get back into this, I'm so fucking angry.
Why?
At what? What's so rage-inducing?
What got you all angry?
I can't believe you.
Yes, fuck.
What's a ling?
That's our hashtag for today. What's a ling?
What's a ling?
Yeah, I love that.
Very good.
So,
based on a true story, when I was
no.
very first, getting into D&D. That's me.
Oh
I'm
no.
them. Yeah. But anyway, I said, yeah, I share some traits with my character. Smiled. Drinking that dumb bitch juice like it's a protein shake.
Can I just say that this has actually been one of the cleanest streams in terms of cursing?
Oh right, and then I went and ruined it.
I said fuck words. It's just really funny how far we went without saying anything like that.
Oh, okay. So I watched Snyder Cut, right? And it was actually really good. No spoilers, but someone said the fuck word, and I was like, oh, they said the fuck word. You know, yeah, that was it. That's what happened.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's good shit.
were you two?
Oh, we were leaving the library.
You two were leaving library. Okay.
Yeah. So now we're like,
Aedro, as y'all are leaving, you actually run into Aedro. And you are all together again.
Aedro, are you like running up to us, or are you like walking? Are you hiding?
So what happened was Aedro, Aedro ended up taking a nap while trying to figure out what to do.
All this looking is exhausting.
She was looking at a lot of stuff and trying to make sense of everything that was happening, because like
I don't know shit about blacksmithing. I'm overwhelmed.
Exactly, like things have just been going by so fast. Suddenly Aedro and pals are all aware of some sort of secret organization, and now they're on this quest to help them out, and she is exhausted.
Just got a lot going on.
You got a lot. Just a lot happening.
The note you got, did you
so what happened? So she woke up and she saw the note. It's like, oh, okay. So she just kind of casually just starts strolling over there. During that entire time, it seems that the investigation, the reconnaissance mission had completed, and
as far as the note,
then we meet as y'all are heading back.
Right. As far as the note, it was on that ripped off piece of paper, and it's actually there are some it's written in common, but the common is very like butchered, and the handwriting is not very, like, you can't read it very well, but not because it's bad handwriting. It's actually very nice handwriting, but it looks like it's in like a what would you say an accent is, but for writing? You know,
it's
it looks
very
like
specific font.
Right, it's in the style of another script, like it's in the style of another language that isn't common.
I can't.
Aedro saw that and just kind of figured,
wingdings.
Right,
wingdings of handwriting.
I was gonna say, I can't believe that Cass writes in wingdings.
Yeah.
Aedro just kind of.
You could manage to get out that they were going to the book place.
Well, yeah, that's what I was actually getting at.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, Aedro saw that and I was like, oh, Cass wrote this. Okay.
Oh, right. I see.
Actually, at this point, Aedro couldn't really tell, because I don't think she's seen either of y'all's handwriting. So she's just like, yeah, one of these people probably has handwriting.
Well, she said it certainly wasn't me.
Obviously, it wasn't me. I was asleep. So she just saw it, like,
me?
she somehow made out the words library.
Oh,
it was spelled really weird. It was spelled
Libriere.
So it was spelled in Dwarvish then?
It was spelled like this. lie bear e.
Right.
And
Bear
so
is in
she's-
like the animal. Lie is in like I'm telling a lie.
lie
E.
is in like the substance.
We used to make soap.
Right.
Here, I'll put it
Hmm.
in chat as well. A lie bear
Soap.
e.
Soap animal
And
E.
then just e.
Okay, but that's definitely not Dario's handwriting then.
Big fun E.
Yeah. So she just kind of figured, all right, let's head over there. And so she did, and now we're all together again.
Oh, well, actually, Cass doesn't have great passive perception, and you could actually see as they're walking, Dario and Cass. For once, Cass is quiet and kind of lagging behind Dario a bit, and looks like they're not really paying attention. Like they kind of got their hands in their pockets and like looking up at the sky, just walking. But for once, quiet.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, so
Like
as
doesn't
Aedro
even
is
really seem to notice.
yeah, so as Aedro is heading towards the library, she sees Cass and Dario walking out. So she heads over there and was like, "Hey, did I miss all the fun? I was sleeping. What happened?"
You were oh. For a minute, I thought you were selecting what you wanted from my shop.
I was. It's just there's a lot of things in there, like whips and fire.
The
And
the
the
fire is
fire
not
is-
for sale, Aedro.
The fire is not for sale.
Darn.
Just
It
because
was-
this is a fire sale doesn't mean that fire is on sale.
But it's a hot sale.
I
No,
need that fire for
It was really warm, and I've just been doing a lot of thinking today. So
yeah.
I just kind of huddled up near the fire, and I guess I knocked out.
Oh, that's good. That means you got some rest. That's understandable. Glad you're here though. It
Yeah,
went
yeah.
fine.
So what happened?
Dario, do you want to tell him about it?
Oh yes, we're looking for fairy tale monster.
Oh, goody. You
Apparently-
know, just when I thought, this is great. We find this. She realized. Wait, we're in public. Maybe she shouldn't go on this. But in her mind, she's thinking, this is great. We find this. We're helping out this big secret organization that we just saw Cabbage eat
No,
up.
I was just trying to pull Cabbage out of the scene because I didn't realize we were turning this into the scene.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just saw that I'm zoomed in and I just see Cabbage leave. Anyway, Adro's like, it's great. We find the secret organization, and they're really big and they're notorious. And now we're helping them, and apparently, we're looking for a fairy tale creature, something that might not even exist, except it does. Great.
Wait,
This
is
is
this
great.
like a fed up attitude, or is this
This is more of just like Adro's thinking about a lot of things and is still trying to absorb every single part of this.
okay?
It's more of a panicky kind of thing.
Yes, it would be very fun. The
Fun!
fairy tale
That's a
creature is
word.
going to be very fun.
That's
It's going
a
to be very
word.
fun to hunt and find.
That is certainly a word for it.
What?
Right.
Y'all don't want to know the discovery of new creature and possibly beat it up?
Possibly die.
It's all in good fun. Well,
Yeah,
part of the job,
yeah.
mostly, but you get the idea. Anyways, we need to go find Green. We need to go find Green Man and Bart. We're looking for Professor.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Professor.
yeah. Do you happen to know bars around here? I don't I mean, there's the Adventurers Guild, but I don't really frequent anywhere else.
Maybe there's somewhere nearby. I know that there's a lot by the marketplace.
Right.
Market Street.
It would be wise to check there first. I
Oh,
assume he wants to
Market
go for a drink immediately.
That's where the bards said that they were from. Like they
Yes, that's
they
where they pedal.
worked there after hours. Yeah.
Okay. Then I
Which
think that'd
makes
be a good
sense
spot.
because the bars are open in the evenings, so the bards would be there.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a few bars nearby. The way that Market Street is set up, I really need to make a version of the image I can send to y'all. Cause it's a huge map file. 50 megabytes.
Crop
Fun.
that shit.
But the location of Market Street and the flea market section of it, where he does his after school work, it's pretty close to the Dancing Rat and a few other local bars nearby as well. There's 3 or 4 bars near the flea market area, including the Dancing Rat.
Now, are we gonna have an amazing adventure of finding out which bar is he in, or are we just gonna get lucky and find out?
Fuck
I
around
guess
and find out.
Have to find out.
Fuck around and find out.
We could always we could ask around first. If he frequents Market Street, I guess the bartender would probably know what other places he frequents. Because well, at least in my experience, people in the same industry tend to talk to each other, whether it's on friendly terms or not, is a different story. But that's just me.
No, that's a good point. If he's frequent drinker, bartender should know him.
Yeah.
All right.
But after you, Aedro, I don't really get out over there much.
Really? All right. Well,
Oh,
guess we
yeah.
I guess we
Do
could
you
head over to whichever one we find first.
do you frequent them often or at all, really?
I like to hang out every now and again. I mean,
Oh.
I was at the Rat the other day, wasn't I?
Right. Yeah. I don't really know what the other
Around.
I don't really know what the other bars are like. I only go to the Rat because I know it's safe there. But yeah.
Yeah, the other ones are not. I feel like the others aren't as friendly. Possibly.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there are 4 bars near Market Street. You got the Dancing Rat as usual. And then you've got 3 others. You've got the Green Coin, the Chuggin' Bug, and the shoot, what did I name it?
Snap.
Wow, the snap, crackle, and pop.
That sounds like one that would be near the college.
Snaps. Snaps Beer Lab. With 2 P's.
Hell yeah. That sounds like a fucking near a college town bar.
And sounds like one professor would like. It says lab in the name.
Yeah. The Miss Cabbage seemed to have the way she spoke of him sounded like Aedro, do you happen to know which one of these bars is more medium to lower end?
I would say.
Oh,
What was the second one you said?
So I said the Green Coin, the Chuggin' Bug, Snaps Beer Lab, and the Dancing Rat.
Okay. If we're looking for
Well-
cheap, we're gonna want to go to the Chuggin Bug. It's in the
Right.
name.
And then-
Right. The thing.
Go there for
Well-
a good chug.
You know, if this guy goes to the dancing rat, we probably would have seen him, but I don't think I remember seeing someone like him around there. So
What
I can probably eliminate that.
what does this professor look like?
Uh,
Green
brown.
man, brown hat, brown robe.
Brown
Yeah.
brick?
Uh,
I mean, what?
Oh,
He's,
brown.
Sorry, I was observing the brown bricks of the library.
Okay. Brown hat, brown robe, green man, about size of halfling.
Size of a halfling. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone like that at the Dancing Rat.
And Chugabug it is. Let's take a look.
So as you arrive at the doorstep of, sorry. Your walk through the city is pretty calm. The moon is high. It is a almost full moon, and you are enjoying the moonlit air. There's lanterns.
For a second.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, I didn't hear y'all for a second. I don't know if y'all could hear me.
I don't know if you were
I'm back
saying
now.
anything, but good.
Oh,
So you're enjoying the moonlight air. The lights of the various buildings are starting to go out, but the bars and social places are still lit up for now, though you don't suspect it will be too much longer. And you arrive at the doorstep of the Chuggin Bug, where you have a really very well-drawn signage of a bug that has basically rolled over onto its back and is gulping from a tankard. The bar seems pretty quiet from the outside, and as you step in, there are very few people in here. However, you do see that there are a few people at the bar proper, one of which, from what you can tell, seems to fit the appearance of the man described to you by Cabbage.
Ooh, okay.
Pretty much, actually.
what the fuck? Oh, sorry. I said the fuck word. That's the Chug and Jug logo, huh? Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Who's drawing this?
That's me.
Very good.
And as we're stepping into the bar, Cass seems to kind of hesitate a bit and kind of lingers behind y'all as they look around the bar.
Sorry, describe your action one more time.
Oh, right. But as we're like entering the bar, Cass kind of lets y'all go first and seems to hesitate for a moment, but then follows after y'all and seems to be lingering behind y'all.
Okay. Seems we found the spot. Nice bar. Very,
Yeah, it actually seems a lot. Yeah. This
well,
place is actually
Oh.
pretty alright. Like, it's not that bad. I mean, you can come here for a cheap pint. It's pretty good. Holy shit, there he is.
Uh,
There he is.
Karas, you see that one on the third stool?
Oh, Cass kind of peers over your head again. I don't know how to say peering over your shoulder, but not because significant height difference.
I mean, considering the height difference, I don't think you even need to say it. Just say, Oh, yeah, I
looks
see.
over you. Right, yeah. Cass looks over you from behind you and kind of squints at the here. What does this person look like, Sky?
Before you, there are 3 people in this room. One is a rather unremarkable ratkin. You see the barkeep behind the counter
Is that
as well.
Lytel?
No. And you see a very gross-looking goblin man talking to another fellow wizard, you would presume, to his right.
Looks wizardly.
Something about him makes you think, this is a man who casts spells from a book. No.
That's a pompous asshole right there.
That's our man. That's our man.
He... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. You see Cass, Cass actually sees the ratkin due to the height, and then they shift a little bit to the right after saying, "Oh, was that Lytel? Oh, no." And then they shift a bit to the right, and they're like, and they see this goblin man, and it kind of got a complex expression. I would say, like, kind of disappointment, but a little bit not, you know? I see him. As, you think that's our guy?
Yep, that must be him.
So anyway, Asmodeus, as I was saying, there's this really strange interaction with beans and coffee, as it turns out. And it's at this moment that he notices that a few other guests are suddenly nearby him.
Wait, where'd Cass go?
Hi.
Hello.
Enjoy the bards.
Cass lingers back this way.
You wouldn't happen to be a professor at the college, would you?
I do some...
Professor of Beanology.
I do some work for the school.
Alchemy, but only with beans.
I'm well known for my knowledge on
beans.
No.
Sorry, I'll stop.
I'm well known around the campus as knowledge over life energies and things like that. Most people would refer to that as necromancy, but I'm not so much interested in raising the dead, if you catch my drift. This is more about transference of energy, not revivification and things like that. But that's what I work in over there. What who sent you to me?
The librarian, Cabbage.
Oh.
Who?
The librarian, Cabbage. Small halfling woman, works the front desk at the library.
Yes. Well, she's interesting. She's pretty new there, so I haven't had much time to meet her. Also, I'm not exactly super involved at the school beyond the classes I teach, because I am a very busy man, as you can tell. So,
I see.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask me, or are you just here to waste my time?
No. You're not gonna waste our time at all.
No.
We want
wouldn't
some...
say we're wasting your time. What you have there? What you having tonight?
The usual piss. It's, what is this called again, barkeep? It's called a Pilsner.
Hey, barkeep. 3 more rounds of piss.
That's not what it's called, but I'll get you the same thing the gremlin over there's having. And she starts getting those for you.
Aedro's plan is to just keep this professor entertained.
Cass joins on this side and says, I'll take a water if you don't mind.
Do you mean water or do you mean like
Water.
water?
I'd rather not be carded, so I'll take water.
Ah, okay. And she reaches under the counter and clops? That's not the word I wanted to use at all. Drops
that is very much not the word you want to use.
Drops a tankard full of water on the counter right in front of you.
Never mind that Cass legally isn't supposed to be in the spy right now. Given that it's night.
Fine. Honestly, the chugging bug. The
Lenient.
chugging bug is, I feel like, would be very used to people in here that are not supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Like dogs,
college kids.
People who are barefoot and shirtless.
Look, we don't have a dress code or anything. Just don't be weird.
Oh, right. Yeah. I'm told I have a hard time with that one, so,
Oh, you're
I'll
fine.
do my best.
Yeah, hey, barkeep, can I pay my tab? I feel like I am, pretty good for the night.
Oh, no. Actually, we had a
some-
question about, some of the things that you might be, informed on. See,
We're looking for some information on a monster.
Okay.
Yeah.
What creature are you interested in?
Zon, what was the name of the creature again?
The name was the Bunderhop.
We're looking for something called a Bunderhop. You wouldn't
He-
happen to know anything about it?
He raises his eyebrow at you for a second. And I need you to roll a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion check. You got it.
Okay. He turns to his mug, tilts his head back and slams the mug on the counter and says, "Okay. I'll tell you more about the Bunderhop. If you can get me a couple more rounds of this stuff."
and so Aedro just pats all the glasses that she just asked the barkeep to get. Like, all yours?
Now, hold on a minute. What's your name, Professor?
So I am Professor Heem last name.
Heem less neem. Right.
No. I am Heem last name.
Oh,
Team last name.
last name. Right.
That would name.
Well, Mr. Professor Heem last name.
You can
We
just
were
call
gonna-
me. You can just call me Heem.
Oh, right. Didn't want to disrespect or anything like that.
Only disrespects
We
me
don't-
if I'm teaching.
Right. I wouldn't really know anything about that, but I'm a level with you. This is my only ticket out, and it's kind of really important to me, and I'm really feeling the need to get out right now. So, if you would mind telling us before you get hammered, I would greatly appreciate it. We'll buy the rounds right now. That way you know you have your drinks. And then, if you would like to go ahead and tell us, that way we can get out of your hair sooner and you can get your drink sooner.
Okay. Are you okay? I was going to tell you as I sipped, but
Right. I'd rather not waste your time or mine, is the thing. We're kind of on a time crunch ourselves.
I getcha. Okay, well. So, the Bunder Hop. You see... Give me 1 second. I've been having to write down a bunch of different notes on different tabs. Okay, so... The reason...
Vote. Cass pissed.
The reason that, that Cabbage wasn't so keen on really talking with you about it, obviously, is that creature is kind of known as a fairy tale, as y'all already know. However, I've seen this creature. In my many journeys, I have seen it. It is very much it is very much real. However, it's not natural. Usually these creatures are summoned. It's not very well known. But somebody usually creates a Bunderhop.
Creates.
Yes.
Through a magic spell, you mean?
Arcane ritual, whatever you want to call it. But yes. So, this creature has a lot of tricks up its sleeve. From what I know about it, most people, when they create a Bunderhop, they're using it to get something for them. Usually. Sometimes they'll let it go crazy and do apeshit stuff, but... and he takes a long swig from his mug. The Bunderhop has some drawbacks. Mostly in that, until its task is done, it will continue to live. That can cause some issues if you give it a task that is too complicated.
Interesting.
I see.
So, hypothetically speaking, let's say...
yes, hypothetically.
Let's say it was tasked with kidnapping someone. Would basically means once it kidnaps them, the job's done?
You can give a Bunderhop a few different tasks. And he kind of looks around and says, why don't we move over to one of these tables? I'll tell you more about what I know. And he...
Asmodeus has just been here the whole time.
Asmodeus, do you have anything to add? He's already basically passed out at the bar.
He's asleep.
Perfect.
Asmodeus is fucking dead.
He lets y'all walk ahead. He points to the table that he wants y'all to go at. And
my question is, how would one go about finding out who summoned the Bunderhop?
Cass, can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cass saying so in lower tones, but I will roll perception.
Hi, Bunny.
Perception. Did it roll?
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Heem didn't notice that you were staying back to talk to him as he pointed you to the table, and you see him. You see him pull something out of Rasmodius's pocket, and He starts walking toward the table. He-
Cass says, yeah, I do that all the time. You know, I'll hand, my pockets really aren't that deep, so I'll hand my friends, one, like my wallet or something.
What?
And I forget to grab it all the time.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's... Yes.
Yes.
Right.
You were
Well,
saying, tall, green, and handsome.
Oh,
That was a joke. I'm not hitting on you.
no, right, it's just, I don't really get that often.
Listen,
Well, at all, really.
Oh.
that's kind of sad. If I must be honest, that's really sad.
Well, you know, I don't really frequent bars, so, I'm not really around often. So, of course I wouldn't hear it often, because I'm not really in the scene, you know.
Makes sense.
Yeah, of course. That's why.
Okay. So, here's the other thing you guys might want to know. So you know how the fairy tales say that the creature melts in the sunlight?
Yes.
That's sort of a half-truth. The creature doesn't melt in the sunlight, per se, as much as it melds into the shadows. So, something you might want to consider if this hypothetical Bunderhop is out there
Mm-hmm.
is that you make sure that wherever you fight it, you have light.
Is it that you said it melts into shadow. Oh, so basically you're saying that if it doesn't have shadow to melt into, it won't have an opportunity to ambush, is what you're saying.
Yes, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah. He kind of scratches his nose for a minute. You think he might be picking it a bit too.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
So obviously, there's a hypothetical Bunderhop going around. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you're asking
well,
me these questions.
It's a popular story. You know, we're researching into it for my school papers.
I've never seen you at my school in my goddamn life.
No, not that school. I go to a different school. yeah, of course you wouldn't know my girlfriend. She goes to a different school. I'm sorry, I don't actually say that last part. Yeah, I go to a different school. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not from we don't
Look,
we're not
if you
here
want
often.
if you wish to know, we just like hunting mythological beasts. We like to know if they're real.
I do. I do online school.
Okay. Here's my proposal. Hypothetically, if you are trying to hunt down a Bunderhop, I want in. And all I ask is that if we get the opportunity, I want its eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes.
Yes, they are very.
Oh, whew.
very...
I thought you said ass.
No, it's eyes.
Right, that makes a lot more sense.
In exchange, I offer two things:
Mm-hmm.
my services and my knowledge on how to
handle one of these creatures.
Okay.
Give us a moment to talk this over.
Okay, I will be here.
I direct
well,
everyone towards this back area next to the bathroom.
He
If,
kind of kicks his
The
chair
bathroom's
back
very
onto
good,
its
by the way.
like, back legs and starts taking a drink.
If y'all want to go ahead, I actually had a few more questions for him.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of important.
Well, yeah, I trust y'all. You know, I'll go along with whatever y'all decide.
Well, then screw it.
Um,
I direct Aedro back. All right, we'll trust you. We decided to bring you along for this then.
Well, I just wanted to ask a few more questions to make sure we can trust him.
okay.
Oh,
What do
it's
you
too
want
late.
to know?
Well, it's too late. He's already.
He's already in. This is
Well,
getting to know.
right. I suppose so. We can do that. It's a deal then, and Cass reaches out to shake Heem's hand.
Keem puts his mug down, extends his right arm, and shakes your hand. You get an unpleasant sensation as you shake his hand.
What is this unpleasance?
Describe it. I want to feel like I'm there.
Okay, so you know those like prank hand buzzers?
Yeah.
You get a tingly sensation like that in the handshake, but there's
I have a
nothing in
question.
his hand that causes it.
All right. Is there anything else?
That's kind of the general unpleasant sensation, yeah.
Can I roll performance to have no reaction, like to have a poker face, so to speak?
Sure, actually. Yeah. Go for it.
Hell yeah.
He smirks and says, "Okay then. Well."
Cass gives a rather pleasant smile as they with oh yeah, probably in a minute. Thank you. Sorry about that. That was my mom.
Okay.
Cass gives the most pleasant smile as they clasp hands with Heem and gives a very graceful shake as if this is something they've practiced many times. But also kind of in a way that's a little bit practiced in that it looks like not naturally, as in they haven't actually had practice shaking hands with somebody.
Oh,
And that's their performance.
Well,
amazing.
anyone else? Anyone else?
No,
Well, I
it's-
mean, we only need the one to seal the deal.
This
I'm
is
sure
true.
we're all.
I figured
in
I'd
it.
offer. Okay. So,
Handshakes, get your handshakes.
what you're going to want to
Oh god.
what you're going to want to know. Don't bring your hammers to this fight. It will not work.
I don't own a hammer.
Well, that's good.
So,
You know,
is there anything else
no.
we shouldn't bring?
Well, yes, but no.
Oh.
Sorry, give me a second.
No, take your time.
If any of you have any kind of way to be corrosive, that would be ideal.
Corrosive.
Like,
Perhaps you mean
I-
like a poison attack?
no,
Acid.
acidic.
I think I can manage that, actually.
I can bring acid.
a few other things.
Uh-huh.
Be very careful.
Well,
About
you see,
it's
that's what we've been doing this entire time.
no. Be very careful.
Step
It's
1,
said
don't
to-
die.
It's said to be known to live in the warmer regions. That's why Banalia has more of the Bunderhop sightings than anyone else.
Right.
What I think they meant is that it doesn't really handle the cold very well either.
Okay.
Yeah, neither do I.
And most importantly, do be careful around its tongue.
Hell yeah, that swallows people whole in the I think you were mentioning, Dario, the dwarvish word is a vore.
Something like that. It's been a while. It could be vor. You have to be careful if it's vor.
Oh, like vahor?
Yes, it's voracious appetite, indeed.
Oh, right, vahoracious. I'm sorry.
Its tongue is very vory. Got it.
It's
Right,
actually
right.
more sticky than vory, but yes.
Oh, it's one of those.
Well, you know how real frogs work, right?
Yeah.
It's
get
basically
a
a
lot of
giant
those.
frog.
Big frog. Perfect.
So,
Well, so you wanted to come with us is what I'm hearing, right?
yes. That is all I require. I want its eyes.
Any particular reason?
For a spell.
Alright.
If you want to learn how to spell eyes, you can look at a dictionary.
Oh, it's, I-S, right? 'Cause multiple eyes.
Keem smirks and says, "Oh, this is going to be a wonderful time, I can tell." And
I sure hope
he
so.
scritches through his beard a bit. Says, "Alright, So-
You need 5 o'clock shave, right? That is definitely not a beard.
no, he has a short beard.
Yeah, it's, green.
It's a little green
It's hard to
beard.
represent it in pixel art.
No, yeah, I see it. That's a Homer Simpson beard right there.
Yeah, it's like a Homer Simpson beard.
Oh, I see it. I considered it a shave. Well, yeah, it is a beard, but more specifically 5 o'clock shave. Never mind.
I love his
Yeah.
snaggle.
It'll make
too.
more
It's so
sense when the commission's done.
cute. Yeah. I'm so excited.
I think I posted
fun.
it somewhere in here. But anyway, point is, okay, so, is there anything else? Y'all good?
My question.
What is your
Yeah,
question?
we're good.
Here's-
Oh,
Go ahead.
I've heard it operates in the dead of night, which makes sense given that it's a shadow creature, so it's nocturnal. Typically, at least according to the Black Marsh, the dead of night is about 3 a.m. at its darkest.
Okay.
So that'll probably be the time that it's most active, yeah?
Yeah, if it's still working on whatever it needs to be working on.
If. That is a big if. Which is, time sensitive. We got a missing person case of being delayed.
Yes, it's very horrible.
Yeah. What time is it right now?
The barkeep looks over to you, and says, "Alright, it's closing time, everybody."
What time's closing time?
It's probably about...
Hey, you would
about
know.
It's probably about midnight. I was getting to that.
Oh, right. And
Wow.
then,
That was
let's see.
early.
If I remember correctly, we were... the that's a tricky one, because the next thing is a matter of where it's gonna be, because I think I remember that the side of the crash is to the east. Fourth a day there, fourth a day back, so a half day round trip. Fourth a day is about 4 hours, I think. So it's gonna be about 4 hours out. I think.
6.
So, 6?
Fourth of a day is 6 hours.
Right, sorry,
Oof.
math,
Yeah.
not my strong suit. So it's gonna be 6 hours out. If we left now, we'd get there about 6 a.m. That's sunrise. So would probably start to be inactive. That's assuming that it's even there. Do you see my concerns?
Yeah, you gotta find this son of a bitch, don't ya?
Yeah, indeed.
Hey, Cass. Out of
Oh.
curiosity, we
Yeah.
know it kidnapped someone, correct? And the other one was left comatose. Also true.
Mm-hmm.
What if, hypothetically speaking, its goal was not one person, but two?
Oh, the facts were that the two bards were knocked unconscious in the initial crash, and that the Bunderhop had enough time to dismember all of the other business tycoons, and then our missing person was the only one swallowed whole, which we don't even know if he's alive.
What about the one in the coma?
Oh, the one that was one of the bards. Because it had ample time to take the bards if that was the case, and I can't imagine why they would want to. It is a good train of thought in that we should think about things like motives. Because if we figure out why the Bunderhop took this guy and potentially killed him, then we find out the motive, and we can potentially figure it out even who set this whole thing up. And with that, we'll find the Bunderhop.
Sounds like a plan.
It's a plan.
Right. So, motive. We would have to... Right. So we can't even hunt it down today. So I think what we're going to have to do is talk to the family and colleagues of this Aloris Edel
Okay.
to try to figure out the motive. Would y'all agree?
Sounds like the right
I'd say it'd be a good
trajectory.
idea.
Right. We won't get it done now, so we might as well get some rest, get started in the morning, use tomorrow to figure out motive and hopefully location, and then tomorrow night set out on that 6-hour trip and hopefully find the damn thing.
If you do decide to make that trip out there, keep an eye out for anything belonging to the creature. I might have a friend who can help us out with trying to track it.
Oh. Well, if we... that might actually be the better plan, Heem. That's good thinking. Because we could actually skip the motive if we find the scrap of the creature, and then we could just track the creature down and figure everything else out later.
To be fair, you are banking on the hope that it left anything behind. So...
Yeah, that's true.
Do what sounds best, but I thought I'd let you know, is what I'm trying to say.
We'll be thorough, work at it from whatever angle. They're still the guards, so they might have collected some evidence from the crash, potentially even a part of the creature. So I think our next move is we talk to the guards, see if there's any evidence that was taken. If not, we talk to close family, see the motive, if we can figure that out. And if not that, we travel to the crash of the site ourselves.
Okay,
Does-
that sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
I can't think of anything else. Yeah.
And if you like, we can just spend the night getting ready, I suppose. It does sound like a pretty dangerous thing.
Okay. Well, here's my card. He hands you kind of a crumbled up business card. It says Heem's Emporium on it. And
Oh,
it is
thanks.
the location of where his tent will be tomorrow.
Hemporium.
The Heemporium.
Emporium.
As some people like to call it, the Heemporium.
Oh, that's got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I run a business myself, and I don't really have a business name yet. Maybe I should do something like that.
Perhaps. But that's where I'll be. Just stop on by whenever you figure out what you're doing, and I'll help where I can. But you better bring me those eyes.
Oh,
Otherwise,
gonna-
I'm gonna come get ya.
oh,
That sounds like something that
Yeah.
Little Hop would say.
Oh, I don't worry about that. I'll be there. That was a joke.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I was also joking.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it.
Well, Dario, Aedro, do we want to meet at the shop in the morning, or?
Well, we will have to pick up him, so
Right.
I guess we meet
could-
at the shop and then pick up him, and then we're gonna move on.
Just come
Right.
get me when you're ready. I'll be doing business.
That sounds good. Well, did we want to get home, get some rest?
Well, you don't want another drink?
Uh,
Water?
It's closing time. We need to
Yeah,
skedaddle.
we gotta go. I got water at home. I can always create it.
What is it with these bars? They never
The
used to
water at
close this
home.
early.
Oh,
They used to stay up till 4 or 5.
it's actually just because, well, it's just because I don't have anywhere for
Oh.
people to stay here.
So,
And so
so
I
you were
close
the
early.
partying sort when you were younger, Dario, eh?
More or less, yeah. Us
Uh,
dwarves like to have a good time.
Other
bars
bars
are
are
still
still
Banalia.
open, just not the chugging bug.
Oh, right.
Like,
Oh.
there's a bar relatively close in my area that closes at like 11 or 12 because
Is this Heem or Skylar?
this is me.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Or Zani.
Okay. But yeah, there's a bar that closes at 11 midnight around me. That that's kind of why I was like, yeah, this bar closes early because they don't want to have to deal with drunkenness per se.
Understandable.
That's
Fair.
Alright then, we're going home.
Well, Heem, do you want someone to walk you home or something? This is not me coming on to you.
He looks at you and says, "How old do you think I am?" And he kind of hops out of his
Doesn't matter.
He hops out of his chair, walking perfectly fine, and walks out the door.
Well, Cass actually follows after him. Good night, guys. I gotta go.
Okay,
All
good
right.
night.
Okay. Okay, why
But,
are you following me now?
I thought we were gonna cut to Dario and Aedro.
No. I figured that'd be a good place to transfer to Dhario and Aedro, actually.
Yeah.
Right.
With what?
Do y'all have anything y'all want to say?
Or
I already
do-
say
said it.
goodbye.
I'm going home.
Yeah,
Part ways.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So anyway,
Mhm.
This is the after credits scene.
Hey, why are you following me?
Oh, it's not that I think you're old or anything. I just had one more question unrelated to current situation.
Aedro
Okay.
goes and talks to the bards. The quote
The
unquote bards.
Bards.
Oh, I'm gonna do something with that now. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Well, whenever we were talking to Miss Cabbage, she had mentioned that you were complexioned in the same way as me, but couldn't tell me if we were of the same ancestry. I mean, seeing you, obviously not, but you said you had had great travels and had been around places.
Yes.
I'm from the personally, but
I have no idea.
oh, the Black Marsh.
Oh.
What was it that Miss Cabbage said?
Oh, the Bubble Gloop Swamp. Yeah, that's
The
Yeah.
butt-
the Buttle Gloop slump. As Miss Cabbage called it, I think. I wasn't really
Okay.
sure.
Where are you going with this?
I was wondering if you'd ever seen someone like me in your travels.
Ah.
It was, no offense, but kind of, I suppose, disappointed to hear. Not here, see. I suppose I was just kind of hoping that you were like me.
I don't really know what you are. Not to be rude, but
No, it's not rude. It's you and me both, I suppose.
I'm just a goblin. I have a half brother who's kind of an interesting fellow. He's a lot taller than me.
Oh,
But other than that, it's all goblins.
right. I got you. Thanks.
Sorry, I can't help you, but
No, it's okay. I really appreciate you. Sorry to freak you out.
you're good.
I'll leave you be though. Have a good night.
You too. I'll always be there to help if the price is right. So
I don't have money.
then we have no more business here. Have a good night.
Right. Bye. Cass just kind of sticks their hands in their pockets and parts ways with him and takes the long, lonely road home.
Oh, this is the story of about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Oh,
yeah.
hello, lady. What can I do for you?
I love that. Bardcore.
I just wanted to say hi. Y'all put on a great performance tonight.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm probably making my way over to the Dancing Rat right about now, but, you know, the Chuggin' Bug, they pay me a lot, so it's good money to come here even if no one's here. What is your name?
That's great. I'm Aedro. You've probably seen me over at the Rat if you've been there. I think I've seen you two over there as well.
Yeah.
It's great seeing you.
Yes, it's good to see you too. I don't recall, but I don't go there every night or anything. What do you need? Do you want to
Shit,
accompany me to the Dancing Rat?
Yeah. You know what? That'd be great.
Aedro, look
Let's
at
go
you.
and we're just Aedro likes the Rat. All right.
Aedro, like, well, there's a perfectly good rat man right there.
No.
So what do you do for a living?
Actually, funnily enough, I am. Shoot, what was the name I said? What was the title I said before? Basically, I'm a volunteer over at over with the Given. It's not really. It's not exactly something that.
Oh.
Yeah, I just kind of hang out there, and then I've been doing a lot of odd jobs lately, so that's me. Must be nice actually having a trade that you can actually just regularly have.
Yeah, I know all about it. I hear you help people with their troubles and help them feel better. So that's honorable work.
Yeah, it's as much as I can do in these days. Actually, a trip to the Rat would probably be a good idea. I'm sure the night is still full of races and stuff. Maybe I'll try and get another race in. Get a race in or two.
That sounds like a lovely time. How about do you wanna go together?
His accent is so good. Yeah, sure. That sounds great. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Ryan. My name is Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah, with an E.
Ryan.
Yes. Yes, that's how you say it. God damn it.
So, it's like, with an E, you just I'm just spelling it out here, but you can, yeah, that's how you say it. Oh, yeah. Well, sure then, Ryan. I think I would love to. That'd be a great time. Let's head over there. Who's the accordion player?
For fuck's sake. I figured that'd be a good place to leave it off, as you going off on a almost sudden date, essentially, with Ryan.
Listen, Aedro likes company.
Oh, hi. Can I come with too?
Oh yeah, for sure. I love your instrument. That is, it was very,
Thank
very nice
you.
playing.
I spent so much money on it. My name is Eris.
Eris.
Ryan and
Nice
I are
to meet you.
good friends, and I think that you'll be a good friend to us too. That was a sound.
Aedro hears that and is like,
I'm trying not to cackle. I'm trying so hard.
God,
it's okay.
I'm dying.
I just created a bunch of bullshit characters suddenly that I'm now going to have just around.
They will
These-
now be around. They are part of the
God.
lore. You're welcome.
Specifically because this reminds me of my partners. My mom, because so I have my partner, and then my mom met my other partner and was like, "Oh yeah, is this your really close friend?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And I said, "Yeah, we're really close friends." And that's it.
All I
That's
need to
very
know,
cute.
Aiden, can you roll performance for me?
Okay.
I'm not gonna go
Uh,
into detail. I just want to know.
Why?
Why do you need to roll
I want to know
performance?
how you're doing on your impromptu date.
Oh god. Okay.
I'm
Shoot. Where's my core? Performance.
Your date
Performance.
with this
charisma in general,
established
but
couple.
Yeah.
Ha! Hate to see it.
You guys have a lot of fun at the Dancing Rat. And then
Dancing, riding.
watching the races. You all have a good time. You made new friends. And you all go home eventually. I don't know when.
But go home.
3 in the morning. So who gets jumped by the bitch? God. What's his
That would
name?
be so sad.
By the Bandersnatch, by the Bunderhop.
By the
Roll to see who gets jumped by the Bunderhop.
jumped by the Benedict Cumberbatch.
By the
Can I get all of you
Cumberbatch.
to roll 1d20 for me?
Oh
Roll what?
no!
Just roll 1d20 for me.
Just roll 1d20. I mean, one of us is alone, and the other is also alone, and Aedro's not.
Aedro, you get to yeah, you're fine. I was gonna say, I was gonna have you roll twice, but I don't think that's gonna be
one
necessary.
fear.
1d20?
I think it's /roll.
Yeah,
then
slash
1d20.
roll.
Oh. I don't know why I saw rolling and I was like, oh, that works too?
Oh. Okay. This is it. Okay.
Dhario,
Okay.
you're
so
walking
this-
home,
Mhm.
and you
What have I done?
are, you know, the moon is bright, the streets are fairly well lit,
Mhm.
and you're approaching your house,
Mhm.
and you hear a few different sounds seem a bit unnatural in the sudden quiet of the city at night.
Okay. Alright.
What do you do?
Well,
You hear
Dhario looks
scratching
around.
sounds and
oh, well,
a snap
I
of a
guess that's-
twig.
Well, I guess that's what I'm doing then. I'm hearing scratching sounds and the snap of a twig.
I'm just giving you a more detailed sound. That's all.
Okay. Oh, because I was gonna work off of it sounds too silent for the city at night.
Gotcha.
You did say that.
It-
And I was gonna be like,
My bad.
Dhario is starting to notice that there is a very unfamiliar sense of quietness around this neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he starts hearing.
Yeah, that's
just
when
a
you hear the
swift
sound.
noise.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like something scratching across the asphalt,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe the sound of something breaking.
Something breaking.
Mm-hmm.
Dhario decides to, hearing the sound of something breaking, Dhario decides to inspect that noise further, wherever it may be.
Okay. Give me a investigation check.
Oh, I swear, I better, please give me a good roll. That's a good roll.
Yep, I must say so.
Okay. You suddenly turn around and inspect where you were pretty sure you heard the noise.
Mm-hmm.
And you see what is a broken pot on the ground. And
Okay.
you feel a sudden sense of dread as it gets a little bit darker. The moon is slowly being covered by the clouds.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking die.
No.
And
I hope I get a chance to defend myself. This is the 101 battle with this thing.
No,
Uh,
you get Vorhade immediately.
No, I don't want that. Don't change it.
Don't-
I want a good roll.
Can I
David?
roll? Can I roll intimidation to kink shame the Bandersnatch?
I knew that was gonna get slipped up as once. David,
Mm-hmm.
can you make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage?
Dexterity saving throw with advantage. Got
Yes.
Oh.
You feel a slight change in the winds, and quickly you jump to the right, and you see a long mass of flesh go over your shoulder and hit the wall of the building.
Oh shit. That sounds cool.
And before you is a large, hulking black frog with just tombstone teeth, and it's
Okay.
glaring at you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
And
What the fuck is that? That's Barney the dinosaur's globhead.
uh,
Ah.
what do you do?
Dario is astonished by what he is seeing right now. A disgusting looking cartoon frog coming at him.
Kermit the
And-
Frog here.
And
so
seeing
little.
as... Hang on, I gotta look at my spells real quick. Let me see what I have. Okay. He announces to this frog as this is happening. He's like, so you must be the monster. Alright, if that's how you want to do this, then I'll show you a special dwarven technique. One that
is he
is
about-
used... One that is used by all of my ancestors.
Give me a second. Hang on.
Is he gonna do the Naruto thing where he takes off his weights or something?
No.
Dario
He-
streaks
He
on.
does the
Right.
secret thorac technique
Yes.
of expeditious retreat because he does not have any fire on him at the moment, so he's gonna be so screwed.
He's
Oh,
booking it. I
Hey, it's not
love
too far
that.
off. It's not too far off.
Because he has to book it to his smithing house because that's the
I
only place
imagine
with
that
fire.
would be pretty secure too, because like thick walls. If things get set on fire, you gotta be.
Yeah.
Bitch.
You, with your use of magic to accelerate your stubby dwarven legs, you actually do get quite a ways away from this thing. And you outrun it,
Mm-hmm.
and as you start getting more distance from it, you actually run past some guards on your way to your house. Do you stop to say anything, or do you keep running? Or other things, I suppose.
I think with the guards, I just... It's a good question. I keep running.
Okay. You keep running. The two guards yell, halt, citizen. And you are already well ahead of where they saw you and thought to say something.
So they just go...
Stop in
Never
the name
mind.
of the lie.
No. Hang on. They yell halt at you and are facing toward where you're running, toward the direction you're running. And the other one
yell, "Stop right there!" And you don't know what happened
Ooh.
Oh,
because
fucking.
you are too far away to see
Good
him.
call. Good call then.
Because you're too far away. That's it.
Mhm.
Dario said, "Gotta go fast."
You safely make it to your humble abode. You do not know how far away that thing is. What do you do?
The minute I get to the house, I'd find something I can use as a torch within that house. I light it on fire and keep it close in proximity, because as long as I'm in some form of light, this thing won't be able to get me.
Okay.
So I keep myself within proper vicinity.
Yeah, you
so
you
that
light
I'm-
up everything in your house, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that I'm not, and also to make sure that I'm not casting a shadow within that house. And once I'm in a good spot, I start to peer around the house, see if it's just lingering, waiting.
Okay.
This is just like Minecraft.
Here's my final question. Do you go to sleep? Eventually.
Do I go to sleep eventually?
It's after
You
sitting
can't
in.
sleep because there are enemies nearby.
You sit there for the better part of at least an hour, I'm sure, making sure that this thing isn't coming, and it doesn't come.
Okay. Oh, I guess it might be a good idea to. No, I tried not. I tried my darn. Okay, Dario tries his darnest
Okay?
to stay up as long as he can
Okay.
with the lights on and everything.
Yep.
He does. Yeah, I'll just say that. He
Okay.
tries his darnest to try to stay up all night, just to make sure it doesn't try anything.
Gotcha. Let's see. Let's stick that on you. That'll work. And with that, I think that's a good place to leave it off.
Oh, Cass makes it home. Wait. Presumably,
Yeah, no,
right?
you make it home. You
Oh.
make it home just fine.
Stress. Stress.
Don't provoke a roll. Don't provoke it.
Aedro learned how to play the accordion that night.
Oh, that's terrifying.
And other things.
No, just learned how to play the accordion.
Yeah, you know, the
Right,
accordion.
yeah.
It's
That's
fine.
why the
And the
performance roll
flute.
was so bad. They just learned how to do it.
Yeah, you know, they're learning. Leave them alone.
Leave
She's
them
doing her
alone.
best. That was nice. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Amazing.
Good time.
Great
good time.
progress.
Dario almost got destroyed.
Dario almost got forward.
Star stored.
Dario finally
Oh.
cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
That was probably like a really fun moment. Just like I wasn't expecting, like, oh no,
Excuse me.
what if the monster will get us?
That epic gamer moment when you have to cast a spell.
Hell yeah. You said so long. I love that. That was so funny and also very cool. I said we got some characterization in this bitch, my dudes.
I mean, I don't know if that's so much characterization as much as realizing, hey, I can't
Well, I
do
mean,
this.
With like family history. Oh, you know,
yeah.
important things. Right. I feel like we
No.
learned more about both Dario and Cass and Aedro this thing, and we've progressed in the mystery, but there's still a mystery to do, and wow, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. Tense, terror, and that's it. That's the take.
Let's find us a raid target.
We got a hashtag.
What's a link?
What's a ling?
Alright, I know who we're raiding. I think. Let's check
check who's.
There are a lot of contenders.
We're gonna raid Thaman, and that's what we're raiding with.
What's a name? Sounds good.
For the record, though, Thaman is part of a 4-way Super Mario Sunshine race. We're just going to him because he's got the fewest people on his stream right now.
Skylar,
It's fine.
Zahn. Yeah, my bad. I'm just trying to get used to it. One important question. My partner wants to know if you know that you have a really nice voice.
I get this a lot, and I appreciate the sentiment.
It's
Voice is
because
good.
it's true. And that's it. That was it. That was the question.
Okay.
Good takes. Good takes.
Thank you.
Let's fucking go.
Thank you all for coming. I will see you all tomorrow evening, 6-ish, 6 p.m. Central. I think that's what the time was. For Jolf League's inaugural game.
Jolf.
So,
The tourney.
yeah, feel free to stop by. Golf with your friends. Gonna be fun.
Jolf with your friends.
Won't be super long, probably 4 rounds at the most. And yeah,
Geoff.
let's go send Thaman some love.
Hell yeah.
Geoff.
Jumanji